Imagine handing the most powerful man in the world a credit card, no limit, no rules. What does he do? He says no. His name was Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome. He could have had everything, he chose less. Now look at us. We get paid, we scroll, we see something shiny, we click, we buy. We feel good for 10 minutes, then we do it again. There's a better way, a 2,000-year-old way. Marcus Aurelius was the Emperor of Rome around 2,000 years ago. Think of him like the president, the general, and the richest man in the country, all in one person. He had more power than anyone alive. But here's the crazy part. He didn't let that power change him. He wrote in a private journal every single night, not about his victories, not about his gold, about how to be a better person. That journal became one of the most famous books in history. It's called Meditations, and inside it, he wrote the rules for living a good life, rules that work just as well today as they did back then, especially when it comes to money. Here's the most important rule Marcus Aurelius ever taught. 2 buckets, things you control, things you don't. The stock market crashes, you can't control that. Your company does layoffs, can't control that. Your friend flexes a vacation on Instagram, can't control that either. But your savings rate, your spending habits, your reaction when things go wrong, completely yours. Stop wasting energy on the wrong bucket. You can't stop the storm, but you can absolutely prepare for it. That's Stoic finance. Start there. Now here's something most people get completely wrong about Stoics. They think Stoics hate money. They think living like a Stoic means selling your car, moving into a tent, and eating plain rice forever. That is not true. Marcus Aurelius was one of the wealthiest men who ever lived. Seneca, another famous Stoic, was a millionaire. They didn't hate money, they just didn't let money control them. Stoics have a phrase for this. They call wealth a preferred indifferent. Big words, simple meaning. It just means this: money is nice to have, but losing it shouldn't break you. Here's the test. Ask yourself right now, if you lost your job tomorrow, if you had to move into a smaller place, if all the nice things disappeared, would you still know who you are? Or is your identity wrapped up in your stuff? Because real wealth isn't in your driveway, it's not in your wardrobe. Real wealth is knowing that no matter what happens on the outside, you are still whole on the inside. Enjoy the good things in life, just never need them. Big Latin phrase, simple meaning. Think about bad things before they happen. Every morning, Marcus Aurelius asked himself, what could go wrong today? Not to be negative, to be ready. Apply that to your money. What if you lost your job next month? What if a big bill showed up tomorrow? Most people don't think about this until it's too late. That's exactly why you build an emergency fund, not just to save money, but to buy yourself calm. Be ready before the storm hits. A Stoic philosopher named Seneca had a habit. Every month he would spend a few days living as poor as possible, cheap food, basic clothes, no comfort, no luxury. And then he would ask himself one question: is this the condition that I feared? Most of the time, the answer was no. It wasn't that bad. And that realization set him free. Because here's the truth. Most of our financial stress doesn't come from actually being broke. It comes from being afraid of being broke. That fear controls us. It makes us work jobs we hate. It stops us from taking good risks. It keeps us trapped. So here's your challenge. Pick 1 week this month, a no-spend week, no eating out, no online shopping, no unnecessary spending, just the basics. It will feel uncomfortable at first. That discomfort is exactly the point. Because when you choose to live with less voluntarily, even just for a week, something amazing happens. You realize your lifestyle isn't as fragile as you thought. You realize you are stronger than your habits. The thing you feared? It wasn't that scary after all. 3 rules. Start using them today. Rule 1, the 48-hour rule. Want to buy something? Wait 48 hours. Most of the time you won't even want it anymore. That was never about the thing, just your brain chasing a quick hit. Rule 2, Cost in hours. Stop thinking in dollars. That jacket costs $60. You earn $15 an hour. That's 4 hours of your life. Still worth it? Rule 3. Unfollow the flex. Find every account that makes you feel like your life isn't enough. Mute them. Unfollow them. They aren't entertaining you. They're picking your pocket. 3 rules. Simple, stoic, powerful. So here's the truth. Marcus Aurelius knew 2,000 years ago, real wealth has nothing to do with your credit limit. Nothing to do with your car, nothing to do with what people think of you online. Real wealth is this: needing nothing from the outside world to feel complete. Marcus Aurelius had no credit card, no smartphone, no TikTok shop, but he had something most people never find: absolute control over his own mind, and that is worth more than anything money can buy. Now I want to hear from you. What is one recurring expense or impulse buy you're going to cut this week to start your own stoic finance journey? Drop it in the comments below. And if this video made you think differently about money, share it with one person who needs to hear it today.